Couple of stocks then. Zaggle, that stock is up and about in today's trading session. Clearly, the markets like what they saw in terms of the numbers. To understand more about what went on in the past quarter and the way ahead, Mr. Avinash Godkhindi, who is a co-promoter of the company, joins us on the show. Hi, good morning, Avinash, and thanks so much for joining in. Well, these numbers clearly have got the thumbs up from the street. Tell us, what kind of
morning, and thank you so much for having me on the show. Yes, we are very, very, thrilled by the numbers. We're very happy, and it's been our best quarter in terms of growth and profitability. So we are very happy.
Very good, Avinash. That brings me straight to my first question, and good to hear that you're as excited as the street as well about your numbers. What's the growth momentum you can maintain from here on? And if you'd give us a sense about how is your total order book shaping up as of now?
See, growth has been very strong, and we are very bullish about our current quarter and the coming quarters. We see a lot of momentum kicking in, both on the banking partnerships. There are a couple of large partnerships that we are on the cusp of announcing. And there are, a lot of contracts on the corporate side, which are in the works. Plus, our cross-sell momentum has picked up. Our Zoya platform, which is our accounts payable platform, has done spectacularly well. And that is coupled tightly with our commercial card, corporate credit card, and purchase card offering. So those were pieces which have really propelled our business ahead. And we look forward to, build on this momentum.
Give us a number. What kind of a range, a growth range that we could look at from here on? Say, let's keep the near term aside. I don't ask you about the fourth quarter. But for FY25, in comparison to FY24, what kind of growth can you look at on revenues?
See, we are, projecting at least 40% plus growth. A little bit early for us to go beyond that, but the momentum is very strong, and these are conservative projections.
All right, 40% growth is conservative projections. That's something that the street would take note of, as we've seen. Avinash, just wanted your thoughts on a couple of things. You said that there are a bunch of tie-ups that you've done, some corporate announcements as well that you've, gone ahead and spoken about. Corporate customer base currently is close to around 2,837 at the end of the quarter. Where do you see this going? And secondly, your agreement with Visa. What is the revenue potential here? How much has it done so far?
See, our corporate base is growing. We are also working very diligently on our cross-sell, and that's showing great results as well, because we have three products: Propel, Save, and Zoya. And that's something where we see a lot of opportunity to be able to cross-sell, especially Zoya, to our Propel and Save customers. So that momentum will be twofold. One is the growth in the number of customers, as well as the quantum of business that we generate from, these customers over time, right? Coming to our Visa contract, we are yet to launch our Forex card. That partnership was around, for 5 years. It's a 5-year partnership with Visa to launch Forex cards. And that should happen in the next couple of quarters. And that's a significant partnership, about $20 million of incentive that Visa has contracted us to give basis spends.
Okay. All right. Avinash, give me two numbers now. What kind of margins are you looking at? If you're calculating it as adjusted margins, you could specify that. And what is your current order book?
See, we don't work on an order book model because we are not a IT services company. We are a SaaS fintech company. So we look at it more from three lines of revenues that we have: our software fees, and that's a recurring nature. Then there's program fees, which is largely interchange income and other pieces of income that we invoice to banks and networks. And then we have our points platform, Propel, right? So that's how it is looking. In terms of EBITDA, we had given a guidance of adjusted EBITDA at about 11 to 13%. And we are seeing, committed to that number as well. Overall, if you look at the EBITDA numbers, they have grown significantly in the last quarter. It's from a year-on-year basis, it's about 56%. And if you look at the reported EBITDA numbers, that's a 175% growth. So,
right.
Growth-wise, in terms of EBITDA, also there's a very, very strong growth.
All right, we take that point, Avinash. Thank you so much for joining in. Though we'd at some point, like to speak to you a lot more about the cross-sell opportunity that you're speaking about, and maybe perhaps some sort of inorganic opportunities that you're looking at in terms of growth vectors for you as well. But for now, these numbers are good. The street likes it. Stock up 17%. You're guiding for margins between 11 to 13% with revenue growth of about 40% as well. The stock at the high point of trade. Take a short break, come back. On the other side, we have another management waiting by AGI Greenpack. Sandeep Sikka, who's the CFO of the company, joins in to discuss their quarter, which went by too.